I've been overthinking for most of my life, and I still am. However, there was one thing which never let my mind go, and it was that I don't have control over certain things. And this made me go crazy. Like there are of course things in your life which you have control over, like your progression in the gym. You can decide whether you're going 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. You decide what you eat. You decide when you go to bed. You decide whether or not you drink alcohol, and you have control over all these things. You can just skip all of it and then make no progress for 1 year, and then you can just log in for 6 months and you will have the best physique of your life. Though there are a sort of a kind of things in your life which you have just no control over, which, whether good or bad, or most of, like, especially when they are bad, they just suck. There are things in your life that just suck. Imagine just if your grandparents would die today. They would just suck. Like, there is no reason for it. You can not learn anything from it, or probably you can learn something from it, but it was not your fault. You have no control over certain things in your life happening. And as I was trying to make sense of everything when I was like 17, 18, I've figured out how to deal with such things, which is by being grateful for it. And this sounds pretty dumb. Like, why should you be grateful for your grandparents dying? However, by being grateful for it, you put the thing that happened to you off the pedestal and assess it with your imagination, with your thinking, with your thoughts. And especially if it is gratitude. I don't know why. However, I feel like gratitude is the ultimate feeling to make things be good, whether or not they are good. Though, when you're grateful for something, then it just is not. It's not that bad anymore, because you can't be sad and grateful for a thing at the same time. Or you can, but it will be a lot less miserable than just being sad about it. For example, with your grandparents, if they would die today, and you would be grateful, you first of all would probably be sad, hopefully, and then you think about it, and then suddenly you think about this video, and I told you to be grateful, and you become aware of this feeling of gratitude, and realize that you've had such an amazing time with your grandparents, and you suddenly realize that death is inevitable, and everyone will die at one point. It's just a matter of time, and suddenly you become grateful for the great experiences you had with them, for all the meals your grandma made for you, for all the nice moments you had with them, like at Christmas when you were just laughing with your entire grand family and she just made a funny joke or something, or you realize one lesson you've learned from her, and then you're grateful for the things that happened, and you realize that you can't change it anyways. Like, you have no control over it, as I said. Like, they're just things you do not have control over, and you make these not better by thinking about it and dramatizing it and going crazy on thinking about it too much, because you can't change it anyways. And therefore, become grateful for it. Same thing. Let's say you have a shitty chest genetics. As I said, in the gym you can control most of your progress. However, if you just have shitty chest genetics, then you will never have the perfect chest. And you can cry about it. You can say, no, I'm not going to the gym anymore because my chest looks so shit anyways, no girl will like me. Or you become grateful for your chest and realize that you have the biggest fucking legs in your country. And then you just go in and grind the fuck out of your leg days, and within 1 year you have the biggest legs in your gym. Within 2 years you have actually the biggest legs in your country, and suddenly your chest does not matter anymore. And especially as you have built your legs and your arms, and maybe you have good shoulders, your chest chest is not the perfect chest, like Arnold's chest, for example, but it doesn't really matter because all the other things are just too positive. If you want to take one thing from this video, I think it would be to just take the action step I'm giving you right now, which is to write down 3 things you are constantly worrying about, 3 things which are constantly coming to your mind, which literally drag you down when they appear in your head, and you have no control over them. This is not, like, if these are things you have control over, then just get the fuck off and start working on these things, make them better. However, if you have no control over, which might seem kind of hopeless, kind of sad because you can't change it, then write these things down, and then write down next to them, like next to each of these 3 things, you write down 3 things why you're grateful for these things. And this does not have to make sense. Just be grateful for it. Try to see it from a different perspective, and you will realize that your day will be a lot better. And your days in the future where you would worry about it will be a lot better too. If you've liked this video, if you've watched until here, make sure to subscribe. Send this to a friend who might need it to, and we will see each other in day 20 tomorrow. Second to last day, and then I'm free from posting daily. I've made the promise to myself, so I stick to it for now. But I'm actually running out of lessons at the moment. Not this one though. I think I will make good 21 videos. However, then it's a break for like 1 week or 2 weeks. Then maybe I will start uploading on a scheduled basis. Maybe not. You won't figure it out though if you don't follow. So better follow along, and see you tomorrow, bro. Peace out.